Believe in yourself. If you can believe, you can achieve. What if my greatest strength is believing in myself, but I believe that I'm weak? I'm pretty gullible, so I believe people before I believe ideas and concepts. I've met quite a few believers. I've met people that say, I don't have rhythm, so I'm not a dancer. I don't have a steady hand, so I'm not much of a painter. Or my favorite, I'm not extroverted, so I'm not a leader. I don't think they know what they are. And I don't pretend to know what I am. Only God knows that. You might know your name, height, occupation, but you have no idea who you could be, what you're capable of. We shortchange ourselves when we say what we are not. We empower ourselves when we declare what we are. In my sophomore year of high school, my volleyball coach taught me such an important lesson about words. They are powerful. Before our last tournament, he told us a story of when his college team was 6 points down in a game to 21. He was playing the worst he'd played all season. During timeout, his coach pulled him aside, stared him hard in the face, and said, "You are the best volleyball player in the league." And then he was. He was on fire. Not because he had any more practice, but because in that moment, he believed that he was the best. So he played like he was the best. How would you perform if you found out you were the best? With confidence. That's why on my last game of the season, when we were 6 points down, my coach pulled me to the side, stared me hard in the face, and screamed, "You are a beast!" And then I was. Believing gives you wings. But just as well as it can be the reason you're flying, it can also be the reason you're falling. What if I only believe lies about myself? Psychologists give us all these terms to describe what's wrong with us. All these years, I thought it was normal to have a panic attack before joining a large group. Turns out it's not. You're actually supposed to like people. But there's a name for that: social anxiety. All these years, I thought it was normal to buy everything in twos, so there's always an even number. Turns out it's not. Most people just buy one pack of Raisinets and don't stress about counting each raisin before eating it. But there's a name for that: obsessive compulsive disorder. There's a name for my issues, something I can identify as, something that I can attach myself to. There's a scientific reason for why I do the things that I do. There's a formula, there's an explanation, there's an article, there's a quote, there's a book, there's a pattern, there's a pill, there's an explanation for why I feel the way I feel. There's a disorder that can tell people who I am so I don't have to. But my emotions are liars. Yesterday, I told myself that I was enough, and then today I said I was worthless. Last week, I told me that my life was perfect. Then just the other day, I found out I was miserable. So I can't believe in myself. But I know there's someone in who I can.